want to start by clarifying some things you said on your direct examination. Now, you told the court that you called Corbin Dallas that morning, right?
Yeah, I kept calling him. He finally picked up that one time.
That was around 3 a.m. at the cafe, right?
I think so. I wasn't really paying attention to the time.
And after you believed that your daughter was missing because of Corbin, you didn't call the police, did you?
I called 911.
Miss Ryder, you called 911?
Yeah, but they said that I had to wait 24 hours to report a missing person. I just didn't want to wait.
Miss Ryder, you're telling the court today that after you called 911 with the reasonable cause of why your daughter was missing, they didn't do anything.
Well, they said I had to wait 24 hours before reporting a missing person. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to keep looking for Parker.
Even though you believed you knew where Parker was?
I didn't know where Parker was.
Miss Ryder, you said on direct examination you thought your daughter was with Corbin, right?
Yes, and that's why I called him. And when I called him, he kept saying she was missing.
So, Miss Ryder, after you called the police, you went back to your tent, right?
I went back to Calkins to look for Parker.
But you fell asleep, didn't you?
I was looking for her all night. I was knocking on cabin doors. I was running up the trails. When it got closer to sunrise, I thought maybe Parker made it back to the tent. Honestly, I don't even remember passing out.
Miss Ryder, so you fell asleep when your sick daughter was still missing, didn't you?
I looked all night for my daughter. She was missing. She was 12. I didn't know where she was. I thought maybe she made it back to the tent. I passed out.
But you didn't go to Armani Rodriguez and ask for help, did you?
It was dark. I knocked on every cabin door I could see. I was screaming Parker's name. I don't know if anyone heard me.
But that's to know that you didn't go ask the campground owner for help, did you?
I went to every cabin I could see.
Miss Ryder, that's a no, isn't it?
Armani wasn't around.
Now, Miss Ryder, let's talk about that hike. You took your daughter out to Leckrone Loop on July 14th, right?
Yeah.
And it was there your daughter died in your custody, right?
I mean, she was with me, but I don't know how she died.
You took a hiking staff on that hike, right?
Parker really wanted it. I mean, money was tight, but I told her sure. I always caved whenever Parker used to ask me for things like that.
Miss Ryder, you bought that hiking staff that morning, right?
Yeah.
But the use of the staff, it frustrated you, didn't it?
Parker wasn't really using it. She was kind of playing around with it.
Miss Ryder, Parker using that staff angered you, didn't it?
I wouldn't say it angered me. It made me kind of frustrated. I mean, I didn't have that much money. I bought her that hiking stick and she wasn't even using it.
You told Detective Chesney, I grabbed that stupid stick from her. I just wanted to make a point, didn't you?
She was poking me with it. I mean, I'd seen her for 6 years. I wasn't really sure how to discipline her, so I confiscated the hiking stick from her, yeah.
But yes, that's a yes that you grabbed that hiking stick out of your sick daughter's hands.
It wasn't like that.
Miss Ryder, you didn't grab the stick out of your daughter's hands?
Not like you showed them.
But you did grab that stick from Parker,
I confiscated it, yes.
even though you knew she was sick and needed it.
She didn't need it. She was just poking me with it.
Miss Ryder, you knew that Parker was suffering from OI, right?
Yeah, Corbin had written a letter to me about it.
Meaning that you knew how serious the condition was, right?
I read the pamphlet. It said that light exercise is good, and that's why we went hiking.
Miss Ryder, I want to talk to you a little bit more about what happened that morning. At 3 a.m., you walked into the cafe you had been at earlier, right?
Yeah, I wanted to call Corbin.
And you were on your phone a little bit.
I called Corbin, yes.
And you also wrote on that napkin, right?
I wrote down what Corbin was telling me about where Parker was.
It's the same napkin that's in front of you, right?
Yeah.
Now, Miss Ryder, you wrote non-excision spots, right?
I wrote that earlier that day, in the morning.
You also wrote items that were found in your tent, right?
Those were my list of things to buy for Parker, supplies.
Next to it, you wrote keep, question mark?
I asked Parker if she wanted them. She said yes.
Miss Ryder, I want to talk about what followed you from that weekend. You stood to financially benefit from the death of your daughter, didn't you?
Parker was my only child. She was the last person I had left. How dare you think that I would get money off of my daughter's death.
Let me clarify, Miss Ryder. You had an insurance policy out on your daughter, right?
My daughter was sick. I had to be practical.
Now, you'd recognize a copy of that insurance policy I showed it to you today.
Sure.
Now approaching the witness with what has already been entered into evidence as Exhibit 25. Ms. Ryder, that application's start time is at 10:42 on July 14th, right?
Yeah, the morning we started, that's when I submitted it.
Ms. Ryder, you see on this document right here, the application submission time is 3:12 a.m. on July 15th. Isn't that right?
That's what it said, but that's not when I submitted it. I submitted it in the morning.
But Ms. Ryder, that's a yes, that's when this document said it was submitted, right?
That's what this says, yes, but like I said, I didn't click submit at that time.
Now, your original policy was $10,000, right?
Yes.
And you raised it to $200,000. Isn't that right?
I've had to pay for 3 funerals in my life. I know how expensive it can get.
Ms. Ryder, that's a yes. That was an increase of $190,000.
I have a sick kid. I needed to be practical in case anything happened to her.
And you told us on direct examination you were hoping to use that money, right?
If something happened to Parker, yes, that's what life insurance is for.
So, Ms. Ryder, you would say you had a plan. Isn't that right?
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
You had a plan of what you would use this money for, right?
If Parker died because of her disease, then I would need the money for her funeral, if that's what you mean, yes.
You said that you were going to pretend that Parker was missing, right?
Yes, that was what this was for.
So, Ms. Ryder, you were planning to commit insurance fraud. Isn't that right?
Objection, Your Honor, relevance. Ms. Ryder is on trial for murder, not insurance fraud. This makes no fact in this case more or less likely whether or not she was planning on committing insurance fraud at a later date.
Your Honor, if I may reply, this directly goes to the defendant's credibility that she was hoping to she was hoping to increase an application policy, pretend her daughter was missing, and then collect on that insurance money. That goes directly to her credibility in today's trial, which is always relevant.
Your Honor, her credibility with regards to committing insurance fraud and her credibility as to whether or not she even murdered her daughter aren't related, and it doesn't make any fact in this case more or less likely. It's not relevant.
Thank you. The objection's overruled.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Ms. Ryder, let me re-ask. You were planning to commit insurance fraud. Isn't that right?
I'm not a perfect person, but I love my daughter so much. I knew I had to take her away, as far away from Corbin as I could after he threatened her life.
But that's a yes, right?
Yes.